my name is Fiona Simpson-stöber, and today I would like to tell you something about the Plain Say range and my method to help young learners enjoy their very first English lessons with Robbie. A little bit about myself. I am a bilingual mummy of 2 children, and I suppose that was, or no, I don't suppose, it really was my inspiration to start the Plain Say method. I live a bilingual life, even my dog's bilingual, and Robbie was born as I recognised the need within my community for young children to very early learn their first English words. I actually studied engineering at university. I moved to Germany and worked for a while in a big industrial company. And when I had my own children, it was very important for me that my children were bilingual, which is why I retrained as an English teacher, and I've never looked back since. My main role is probably Robbie's mummy, and I spent my whole life trying to integrate English into young learners' lives, with Robbie, of course. That's 2 questions in one. Yes, it is very important that children play, but that's exactly what they do with Plain Say, hence the name. Children play with Robbie. They don't learn English, they play in English with Robbie. That's what they do. And the reason we start in kindergarten is because science actually suggests or tells us now that the best time for children to learn a second language is parallel to their first language. With this knowledge, we introduce a very simple form of the English language to children in a very playful manner, and it's great fun, and children don't even notice that they're learning English. Their main focus is to play with Robbie, and because they want to play with Robbie, they learn English. That's how it works. Everybody can benefit from Plain Say, depends on your English level. So even somebody who's 100, if they couldn't speak English, they would enjoy learning their first words with Robbie. But the main age group that learns with Robbie is preschoolers, so anything from newborn. I think the youngest child that I've played with was, I think, 6 months old. Of course, we were just singing, she was just laughing, she was just literally sitting in a nursery, but she joined in with us, and it was quite nice to see how she developed. By the time she was running around and she was a 3-year-old, it was very intuitive. She loved Robbie and she didn't hesitate to join in at all. So the main age group is probably preschool, but we also have our audiobooks, which means that we cover elementary school or primary school as well. So basically from the age 0 to 12 is the best time to learn with Robbie. That's a good question. I suppose the main difference that Plain Say offers, from what I can gather from the comparisons that I've made, is the authenticity of Plain Say. Plain Say is nothing other than what I've actually done with my own children. Robbie is an imitation of one of my children. That's the character. He is one of my children. I actually call him my 3rd child. And what I do with Robbie is exactly what I did with my own children as they were small. So I, as Robbie's mummy, together with Robbie, play with the children in English, and it's bilingual because I can also speak a little bit of German. So I teach the children, or I tell the children sometimes what we're going to do, how the game's going to work in their mother tongue, and then we play in English. So that's my role as Robbie's mummy. Plain Say is different because it allows the authenticity of the method to come out, because it's exactly what I did with my own children. It's exactly how I brought my own children up. My children were brought up bilingually, and Robbie is my 3rd child, and the children learn with Robbie and with Robbie's mummy as my children did. So we do exactly the same as you do in your mother tongue, and that's why it's intuitive, and that's why it's authentic. That's how it works. It's not man-made, so it's not made to force the children to learn. It is literally what we did. That's how my children learned to speak the language. That's how thousands of children learn to speak their language. It's very intuitive. That's what makes us different. It is most definitely one of the secrets behind Plain Say. The authenticity and the simplicity of Plain Say is probably one of its biggest secrets. But if I'm very honest, the secret behind Plain Say's success lies in the character. It's Robbie. The children absolutely love Robbie, and because they love Robbie, they want to play with them. And we all know ourselves, if we enjoy learning because we're having fun, we learn. and that's how it works. So I would say the authenticity and the simplicity is definitely one of the secrets, or two of the secrets, but the main reason that Robbie, or that Play and Say is such a success, the secret of his success lies in Robbie himself. Yes, if your English is good enough, anybody can be Robbie's mummy or Robbie's daddy. The most important thing is confidence. As in everything we teach children, if you're a confident Robbie's mummy or Robbie's daddy, the child will learn. If you're not confident, then I wouldn't encourage you to take on the role of Robbie's mummy or Robbie's daddy. I would encourage you to allow the children to learn themselves with the Play and Say material. So if you're confident, take on the role, be the bridge to the communication. If you're not, then I think you're better to let the children learn themselves with the material. But in principle, anyone with enough confidence in the English language can be Robbie's mummy or Robbie's daddy. Oh, I'm asked this question all the time. What can I expect to see my children learn? In essence, you won't see probably what you're expecting to see, is probably my answer to that. What you will see is that your children learn intuitively. You will see a recognition of the language, and you will see an intuitive appreciation of the language, basically similar to that of their native language. Children start to learn through feeling, through emotion. So they learn that a motorbike is a motorbike, not because they learn the word motorbike, but they see the motorbike, they hear the motorbike, they like playing with the motorbike, they know that's a motorbike. If I show a child a motorbike in a car, and I say to the child, show me the motorbike, they'll point to the motorbike. If I say to a 2-year-old, what's that called? He might not know it's a motorbike, but he knows it's a motorbike when I give him the word. That's what you will see. That intuition is what you will see through using the Play and Say methods. No way. Play and Say starts probably just after kindergarten, because what Play and Say does is puts a seed of intuition for the English language into the children. It gives them a positive association with the English language, and that positive association will stay with the child its whole entire life. So Play and Say is just the start of a huge learning curve for the English language. And they will always go back to that feeling of, I learnt my first English words with Robbie. And so Play and Say is the start of great things to come. It's simplicity, it's authenticity, and it's huge success. Robbie has his own dynamic. Honestly, this character is loved by the children. They love him so much, they want to play with him. And that's actually the best thing about Play and Say. It's just the ease at which children learn and the fun that they have as they're doing so. Yes, most certainly you can. The Play and Say products are built so that the child can actually use them on their own. The books, the basic books, are built so that the child can turn the pages and either say the colours. Then we have, for example, a dice and a memory game. So the child rolls the dice and says blue, red, orange, green, whatever colour it is. These words are also supported through the website, so they can hear the words spoken in native English on the website. Then we have the favourite songs, so the children sing and dance along to the songs. That's probably also something when parents ask me what to expect in English. They often say to me, my child says nothing, I don't hear them using any English. And I say, have you got the CD? And the minute they put the CD on, the child sings from the start to the end of the CD, and the parents are gobsmacked with it. So the children mimic what they hear and they want to join in, so they actually just repeat the words. They may not understand what head, shoulders, knees and toes actually means initially, but the more they sing it and the more they do it, the more they discover, head actually means this thing here and knees are these things here. And intuitively they learn what head, shoulders, knees and toes are, and they do that by mimicking, they do that by repeating what they learn. So yes, the children can listen to the CD themselves, they can play with the basic books, and then they can listen to the audio CDs, because the audio CDs are built as such that they have initially a summary of the story in the native language, and then afterwards the story is read in English. So yes, the children can work independently as well and play independently with Robbie. Probably the first thing you need to get started is the song. There's the CD and the songs. The best thing to start with children always, because the fun factor is high, is to sing along. So just put the CD on and let the children sing along. They will love it. And then you can use the basic books and the dice and the games that are involved, and after that the audio CDs. Obviously the children will very quickly want a Robbie because they love Robbie as a character, but you don't initially need a Robbie to start with. The CD is actually what you need to start with. Oh my goodness, that is a brilliant question. I would probably go past the 100,000s now. I honestly don't know, but a lot of children have learnt their first English words now with Robbie, and very successfully as well. When I say they've learnt it successfully, I mean that they're prepared for school. That means they have this intuition inside of them. They have a positive association with the English language, and they start in their formal education in primary school with a positive association to the English language. This means they're confident, and we know any confident children learn a lot easier. So they go into a formal education where they're given grammar, vocabulary, a much more formal offering of the English language, and they can build on that seed of intuition that was planted into them with Plain Say and Robbie, and that's what leads to the success. So Robbie, why are we both so successful? Because it's easy. Okay, it's easy for him to learn English, but why is it easy for other people to learn English, Robbie? Because it's fun. That's true, it's a lot of fun. Because it's real. That's true, because it's exactly what I did with my own children. So Robbie, do you think that's enough? Yes? And do you want to make some more new friends? Yes. How many friends do you want to make? Lots and lots. I want to be the very first English-speaking friend of children all over the world. So there you have it. If you want to learn English with Robbie, please be our guest. If you would like your child to learn English the same way as my children learnt their first English words, then you're right with Robbie and the Plain Say methods. Together we will have a lot of fun learning English intuitively. It will be simple, and I promise you your children will have a lot of fun, and it will stay with them for the rest of their lives. So bye-bye, and bye-bye from me too. And thank you for using the Plain Say products and learning English with Robbie and Fiona.